Sunday here, and similar to yesterday, we're going to do a pre-game interview. This is with our very own Mike Seaman. Now Mike, why don't you talk through what it's like to play the same team 2 nights in a row? How do you think that's going to impact the boys on both Edina's team, East Grand Forks team? Talk through how you think that'll play into tonight's game.
I think for Edina for sure, it was good to see that we knew we could play with these guys. There were little trepidations going in yesterday, but they went toe-to-toe, and it was a close game right until the very end. I think they're going to be just fine. They're looking forward to the challenge of today. For East Grand Forks, I'm thinking there's a really big opportunity for these guys to come out and think that they're going to run away with this thing, and we're going to show them from the first moment the puck drops to the end of it that we're going to fight hard and get a win here.
As we'll talk about during the telecast, today will also mark the return of Brady Peterson.
Yes, it will.
What sort of impact do you think a player who has not been able to have real live game action for the last couple of weeks, what kind of an impact will he be able to generate, you think, coming back today?
Well, the first thing I'll say is great to have him back. I mean, he did the right thing. He had his teammate take a cheap check, stepped up and did what he had to do. It's unfortunate we lost him for 7 games. We're so happy to have him back. Really talented kid. What I know for sure is he's been out in the yard doing pull-ups and push-ups. You know, he's been carrying, flipping tires in his yard. The kid's tough as nails, and he's going to come back strong. He's also one of the better passers we have on the team, and we're going to need that to be able to score some goals against a talented team like East Grand Forks.
Awesome. So, Mike, many people in our viewing audience may know that you are a prolific lacrosse player. Talk through some of the similarities between lacrosse and hockey from your vantage point.
Well, it's nice of you to say I was very much an underachiever in college, but I was a hell of a high school player. But with all that said, a lot of similarities in the game. It's a very cardiovascular sport. You know, you have to be in great shape, you have to be fast, you have to be strong, and you have to be passionate for sure. And it's a very skill-driven game too. You're not going to be, just like these boys out here today, you're not going to be a great hockey player if you don't put a lot of time in on the ice, shooting, passing, getting stronger, and there's a lot of similarities there too. You know, but I do enjoy the weather a little bit more than I do here in Roseau. Beautiful place, looking around. The tradition, it oozes tradition here. I'm looking at the banners up here, and I swear that the font is exactly like Hoosiers from the movie Hoosiers in Indiana. So happy to be here. The guys are doing a great job. We're gonna come out of this thing with a championship. It's gonna be a great day.
Awesome. Last question for you, Mike. What has been the biggest highlight for you on the weekend in Roseau?
Well, outside of seeing some great hockey, I'd have to say the 4 little kids that were down here running the clock and running the penalty box. It was like it was like seeing 4 little rats down here just crawling all over each other, having a great time and contributing back to the game. I'm sure the highlight's going to be winning a championship today. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Awesome. Well, great interview, Mike Seaman, folks. Mike Seaman.
Go Hornets!
Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed our second edition of the pregame show. Got to get everyone in their seats ready for Championship Sunday. Here live from Roseau. Snowy and windy Roseau, I might add. It is in the middle of a blizzard here. Hopefully it's going to stop in the next hour or so, at least the snowfall. We know the winds are going to persist all day. It's going to make for a long drive home. If you're the praying type, I'd say a couple prayers for the folks that are going to be in the bus driving back. Sonny's the bus driver. That's the vast majority of the parents and I think all of the players. And then there are a couple individual cars that'll be making the trek back too. For those that have not looked at a map, I know we've got viewers coming in from Arizona and Florida and California. Make sure you do look at how far northwest we are. We are 350 miles away from the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. I checked just for the interest of of having something to say on the live stream, quite frankly. I did check to see how far away East Grand Forks is. East Grand Forks is about 100 miles. So they will have a much shorter trip back. They're going straight southwest. We're going to be going straight southeast. Mostly due south. As Mike Seaman said in his pregame comments, this is the return of Brady Peterson. We're all so glad to have him back. The coaches have the choice either to get to 3 full lines of offense by keeping Bodie Finn up top, or move Bodie back to D and get to 3 sets of defenders. Coaches are giving some last minute counsel to the boys. I think we'll get a cheer from each of East Grand Forks and Edina. Bring the starting 5 to center. We do have the same referee as last evening. I know folks weren't super excited by some of his calls, certain of his calls. So Brady Peterson's going to start right from the opening draw. He's playing left wing. Alex White's in the center. Sprague is on the right side, and then Keel and Van Summeren on the points. We're about to get started here in the championship game from the Baname tournament in Roseau. East Grand Forks controls off it. They tip it, waves off icing. This is going to force a retreat by Keel. Keel's got a guy right on him. White there to help out. Sprague to Peterson. Here's Peterson. Peterson across the blue line. Peterson in. Peterson shot. Hit the pad. I had that one going wide. Good back check there by White. Now Peterson gives a shove in the neutral zone. That puck got all the way deep. This is White pursuing. White comes up with it, kicks it forward to his stick. He's got Seaman. Edina comes out fast here in the first minute. Poke checked away by Falk. And Falk fighting through some checks. Good job there by Keel. Keeping it in, and then Seaman keeps it in, sends it all the way down. It's force East Grand Forks to go the full length of the ice. That's Salmon. Seaman. East Grand Forks does break out. Now they go across the blue line, shot from the outside. That's the first shot I saw in net. That is gloved by Spindler. I saw Bodie Finn on D, so this will be an interesting play. It looks like they trying to count up or see what the defensive pairings look like. Right now it's Saber and Finn. Salmon, Seaman, and Falk up top. Finn. This is Falk. Shot. Blocker. That was going high. Seaman. Pushes it to Salmon. Here's Salmon. Gets it down low. One of the keys will be generating more shots. I don't know if it's the same goaltender or a different goaltender. You guys will have to you can check yesterday's video. This is in net today for East Grand Forks. This is number 1. Personally, I thought that goalie position was one of their weak points. They were really good shots that were scored, but we scored 3 goals on only 14 shots. We need to make sure we're generating more shots. This is Torin. Torin tried to find Salmon, skipped over his stick, tried to be sent in, but Finn got in front of it. Then Finn pushes it into the East Grand Forks end. Roy giving chase. Engel tried to find White, but intercepted there in the neutral zone. Sent forward, sent down. It should not be icing. It was not icing as Engel collected it. Now he stops. He's got a guy on him. White there to help out. White to Torin. Torin, cross ice, looking for Roy. Skips past East Grand Forks. There's a shot. That was a shot on net by White. First shot I'm recording for Edina. White's battling down at the goal line. Sent around. Peterson defending. There's Peterson coming back. That shot was going wide. Spindler gets a stick on it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald finds Peterson. Here's Peterson, top of the circles. Sends it to Sprague. Well defended. East Grand Forks the other way. We've played almost 3 minutes. I don't think there's been more than 1 whistle. That shot goes wide. There's East Grand Forks, sends it in. Fitzgerald defending. Still loose, still dangerous. It's a shot and save. Sprague cleans up the rebound. There's Peterson, sends it down low. That was Salmon giving chase. Sends it up and over. That's a really good play by East Grand Forks. Got past heel, shot from the far boards is wide. It's Van Summeren battling. Falk now battling down there too at the sideboards. Falk comes up with it. Nice play by Falk. Tried to get by his guy, unable to do so. Tied up nicely by number 11. 11's a good player for East Grand Forks. He's with the puck right now. He gets across the red line, sends it down low. Finn. Turnover there. That's dangerous, but White back. Held in by East Grand Forks. Walking off at sideboards. Van Summeren having nothing of that. Picks up the puck and sends it out. Forces a retreat by East Grand Forks. There's Torin. Good job using the sideboards there. Torin sends it in. He gets checked off the puck. Seaman battling down low. Seaman and Torin. Puck is loose. And that's a shot by White. Up and into the netting. We got shots at 2-2 early. There's been a lot of shots that could debate were going on net or off net. I had a couple of them off net for each team. The referee comes over here to get another puck. Today we do have adults in the running the scoreboard in the penalty box. Yesterday was a cute scene. Those were peewees and squirts working the box exclusively. There were 4 peewees and squirts in that box, and they did a great job. There's shot there by Torin, pad save. And then Salmon on the forecheck. Held in there by Engel, sends it towards the net, where Torin's gonna give chase. Torin intercepts it. Torin, centering pass, still loose. Salmon, turns around, just goes wide. You think Edina's playing with more purpose. They're playing with maybe more confidence than they were early on in the game yesterday. Of course, as I said yesterday, East Grand Forks, one of the highest rated teams in the state. That was Engel who got his stick on that centering pass. Squirts free to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Falk. To Torin. That was waved off. Nicely done there by Torin to get it all the way down, allow a wholesale change. We got 5 fresh skaters for Edina. Should have said this earlier, but Edina's in their away greens. So Edina's in dark green. Yesterday they were the home team. Today they are in green. Peterson. That was offsides. Peterson snuck in there right before the puck did. We're down to 11:22. It's been a fast first period so far. 11:22. Still no score. I'll put up the scoreboard just so folks can see it. Usually wait for that first goal. Here's White. The puck squirts out. Keel's got a guy. Watch the interference. Not called. That was East Grand Forks who left it there. Peterson. Shot from the outside. Blocker saved by Spindler. Here's Keel to Peterson. Open ice check. Could have called that one. Surprised they didn't call that one. Oh, goal by Sprague! Goal by Sprague! Just like that. I think the defender was too focused on trying to make an open ice check that he got himself out of position, and then Sprague just beat the remaining defender one-on-one, got a shot. Didn't look like it was that hard of a shot, but put it in the right spot in the corner, low on the stick side of the goaltender, gets by him. It's now 1-0 in favor of the away Green Hornets here. A draw one cleanly back by East Grand Forks. That goal was scored with about 11 minutes remaining in the first period. Let's see if they officially have it. I had that one as Sprague. I don't know if it was Sprague unassisted or with Peterson's help. Keel defending. White. This one gets out. Top. Oh, that was tipped just wide. Oh, good job by Van Summeren using his skate. Gets it on his stick. Gets it to Seaman. Seaman's got Falk. Everyone goes in on sides. That's Seaman. He's got a couple defenders on him, looking to center it. He's got Salmon in the middle. That's Seaman circling. Eventually he lost the puck, goes to East Grand Forks. They send it down low. It's going to ring around the boards. Saber and Falk are there for Edina. East Grand Forks walks out with it. This is Salmon trying to help out defending. Nicely done there by Salmon to recover. Finn up to Seaman. Edina's playing with momentum. Here's Falk, gets by his stick, but then pokes it by the defender, gets it down low, and then he goes off for a change. Quick pace of this game. Lots of changing on the fly, as we haven't had many whistles so far. That's an errant pass for East Grand Forks, but they recover now. They're dangerous. This is still dangerous. That number 7 is still loose. Still loose. Big save there by Spindler. Puck comes out to the top of the circles, and Torin got in front of it. Tipped it into the netting. We got shots early. I'll listen to the scoring. So that was Sprague from Peterson. This is Engel, right off that draw. To Roy. Nicely done on the faceoff. That's White. White sends it in. Going to put the chase on with Torin first to it. Nice job by Torin, knocking him off the puck, then centering pass. Gets to Roy. That's shot from Engel. He was trying to look for a tip. Goes wide. Roy on the chase. Nicely done. Bottling them up. This is East Grand Forks, one-on-one with Fitzgerald defending. Got to the shot. Saved there by Spindler. Then he covered up. Nicely done. So I think Brady Peterson's already made a difference in this game, getting that initial assist. I do think if you're East Grand Forks, you're wondering what could possibly change. We just played this team like 18 hours ago. Well, one thing that can change is we get one player back from suspension. He's a difference maker. He's a difference maker already. I think I was saying if you're East Grand Forks, you're wondering, who is this number 9 guy? He wasn't even here yesterday. Oh, that should be a high stick on Grand Forks. It's not called. There's a high stick used on Salmon, not called. Then turnover here on the near boards. This is dangerous. I think shot hit Van Summeren in the skate. Someone needs to be out on him. Tip towards Spindler. He covers it up. This is where East Grand Forks starts piling on the shots. As we've been reflecting, as the adults, of course, over dinner after the game yesterday, we all gave our own thoughts and we figured out how to beat this team. The parents have a perfect game plan, as you can probably suspect and imagine. But as we were talking through it, it was interesting to think that East Grand Forks doesn't have anyone who dramatically stands out. It's not like there's 2 or 3 players that are clearly at the AA level like a lot of these smaller towns are, but they just have consistent 17 and they have really good chemistry. They have you can tell they've played a lot of years together. They send it down low. This is Keeley gives chase, which I kind of like our chances. So it's not like this team where there's 2 or 3 guys that are just really, really hard to stop. It's just a really good team effort. Here comes Peterson down that right side. He's going to send it in. He goes off for a change. Coming up on the 8-minute mark remaining. Nicely done by Salmon to avoid getting any penalties on that forecheck, but also be disruptive. And Finn holds it in momentarily. This is Finn's first time playing defense in a couple weeks. He comes across the blue line, acts like a forward, gets a shot on net, then goes in for his rebound. Another shot save. I see shots right now at 6-6. We're doing some of the dirty work of getting those rebounds, crashing the net. It was nicely done by Finn to generate 2 shots there. This is White, Seaman, Falk, Saber, and Finn on the ice for the green. That draw was won by East Grand Forks. Sent around, held in there by Finn, and then the puck skipped up as it hit traffic. Good job by Finn of collecting it and then putting it down low again, and this is a dangerous play. That was Falk towards the net, covered up by the goaltender. This game feels different than yesterday already. We're almost 10 minutes into it, 9:30 into it. Shots are 7-6 in favor of Edina. Yesterday, my unofficial count had them at 41-15 in favor of Grand Forks. The official count was I think 48-19, something like that. But it was clearly a one-sided shot affair. Here's White, sends it down low, and we're going to send in the forecheckers. Luke Siemens first to it. Luke Siemens still with it. Luke Siemens for the wraparound. White gets hit after making that pass. Nicely done there by Seaman. Uses his body to disrupt the flow. Here comes White. White walks off those sideboards. White shot. Oh, nice play. It just went up and over the goal. East Grand Forks. Good job by Saber. Poke checking it away in the neutral zone. Oh, that's a huge collision there. That was a really big collision. I hope Mike Saber's okay. I'm sorry, Tommy Saber's okay with that. He just stood up his guy in the open ice, and that was a really big collision. It was the offensive player that sort of took it to him. Nicely done by Tommy to stand his ground. Now Roy gives chase. Torin gives chase. Close to being a too many men penalty there. This is a one-on-one again. Good job by Fitzgerald, staying in front of that one. Salmon comes the other way. He gets it to Torin. Torin sends it in towards the net and gives chase. Both teams are content to play a bit of a dump and chase game, which isn't normally the Edina game. That's Salmon and Roy. Good shot. Save. Still lose goal! That's going to be Salmon from Roy and Torin. That's how I have it. Torin brought it in, got the initial shot, or pass to Roy. Roy got the shot, and then Salmon banged in the rebound. So 2 shots on that exchange. I'm going to see if I can list it up. They are announcing the goals. I think they said 11 from 15. I had Torin on the back end of that at 17. So officially it's going to be 11 from 15. Salmon from Roy, but I had that also including Torin. Edina takes the 2-0 lead. Shots are now, according to my count, 9-6. East Grand Forks maybe showing some frustration there. They jumped a little early. Sprague on those far boards. Someone's getting a penalty here. It's going to be East Grand Forks. I think it's going to be that player. I think they're going to call him for a slash. The same player who tried to jump into the... Edina's first time in the box today. You can tell that the parents aren't happy about it. This is White on the kill along with Van Summeren, Keel, and Sprague. What was weird about that exchange is it was East Grand Forks who touched the puck that led to the whistle. So I thought for sure they were getting the penalty. That shot sent in. There's a shot saved by Spindler. Keel sends it up. Are you going to call this one icing? Apparently it wasn't touched. Icing down in the Edina zone. That was White on the draw, controlled by East Grand Forks, sent D to D. Sprague with his long stick defending, getting in front of those lanes. Minute 25 left, centering pass, all the way across. Nicely done there by White. Here's White, just like yesterday. Got that shorthanded goal. He sends it in. That's going to be a... Oh, there. Now East Grand Forks gets a penalty. Leads to cheers from the Edina faithful. They go to the box for the first time. That's interference on East Grand Forks. Draw is going to stay in the East Grand Forks end. We're going to be 4-on-4 for a minute 7. Negating their power play. That was a good rush by White driving towards the net. He did get a shot on goal, and it was a player who interfered. Sprague, that's Salmon, our recent goal scorer, walking around the net. This is 4-on-4 hockey to Seaman. Seaman down low at the goal line. Seaman behind the net. Seaman tried to leave it there for Fitzgerald. Now he gets it to Fitzgerald. East Grand Forks comes up with it. In the neutral zone, Seaman, nicely done, getting by the defender. There's Seaman, unable to get it deep as we're coming up on 33 seconds left at 4-on-4. And then Edina will have the one-man advantage for about a minute. Here comes East Grand Forks across the red line, across the Edina blue line. Fitzgerald defending, centering pass. Nice job by Engel of tying up his guy in front. There's Salmon. Salmon stands him up at the blue line. Now Engel tried to poke it up, but not out. That's Fitzgerald. He goes across as Edina goes back on full strength. Edina on the power play. East Grand Forks controlling the puck right now. Peterson comes right out of the box. Unable to take that one off the boards, but Keel collects it in his own end. Keel to White. White looking for Peterson. Almost had it stolen back the other way, but Peterson with it through the neutral zone across the blue line. Down at the goal line. Centering pass, one-timer. Here's Keel's shot. Just goes wide. Now Van Summeren sends it down low to Peterson. Peterson's got a guy right on him. Into 3:25 left in the period. There's Roy. Roy looking backdoor to White. It's off the boards. East Grand Forks is able to control it. They get it across our blue line. Stood up there nicely by Van Sumeren, but no one was there to retrieve the puck. Leading to a shot. Pad save. Peterson pushes it up and out. There's only 3 seconds left, but now here's a break. Peterson takes it in. 2-on-1 with White. White tried to feed back to Peterson, unable to, as East Grand Forks is now back at full strength. They get it out of the zone, across the red line, across the blue line. They're at the tops of the circles. This is dangerous. It's a one-timer saved by Spindler. Van Sumeren helping out down low. Poke checked away, still loose. No, someone took the net off. That was, I think, Edina who dragged it. That was kind of a fortunate net coming off as we were in need of a change. There's been a lot of action both ways. 2:33 left. Edina's up 2-0. I've got shots this period. Edina 10, East Grand Forks 9. Let's see if they announce shots. This person who is working the scoreboard and doing the announcing today looks like a pro. Off this draw, Salmon. We're back to 5-on-5. Salmon cross ice looking for Seaman. Seaman had a step momentarily. There's Seaman's goal! Seaman goal! I think that was Seaman from Salmon. They were looking for his trip. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't call that trip. That's what everyone from East Grand Forks is complaining about. Players Seaman was kind of incidental. He was trying to poke the puck forward, but in so doing, he took out the skates of the East Grand Forks player right at the blue line, sent him in on a breakaway, converted it. It's now 3-0. It's been all Edina on the scoreboard so far, but this is a good quality team from East Grand Forks, as everyone knows. We need to keep up the pressure here. This goes out to Finn. Finn's got a good shot from there. Tipped. Save. That was tipped by Seaman. Seaman was the most recent goal scorer. Held in again by Finn to Seaman. That was deflected up. Still in play, and East Grand Forks has it behind the net. They go up those far boards. Snuck by the player, but defense was already retreating. This is Finn defending. Finn has looked great on D so far. He's had such a good weekend. And this is his first game playing D in 3 weeks. And then Finn just rolled the guy. There's a melee over there. Now there's a couple of folks battling. Goal was from Seaman. I had that Seaman from Salmon. They didn't pick up the assist officially. That's how I saw it, was Seaman from Salmon. Falk to Salmon. In Salmon skates. Now Sprague sends it down low. Whole bunch of new skaters out for Edina. Sprague on the forecheck. Peterson. Fitzgerald finds Sprague, or goes off his stick. Now Engel with it. Stop. Held it at the blue line. See if Salmon can steal it. That sent in by East Grand Forks. We are in the final minute of the first period. There's about 50 seconds left. Engel with it. Engel to White. White tried to get it to Peterson. Gets past him. Shot goes wide. Held on momentarily by Spindler. Then he drops it for Engel. Engel to Peterson. Peterson uses the glass to get it out. Nicely done. That's not going to be an icing. This is White on it. Down to 30 seconds left. Oh, poke checked away by White. White tried to find Peterson in front. Now Peterson collides with his player. Roy. Down to 18 seconds left in the period. This is Van Sumeren coming out of the change. He gets it out, forcing a retreat by East Grand Forks. Nicely done there, though, but poke checked away. They're offsides. Brought in, not offsides. We're down to 4 seconds left in the period. This is Roy battling, sent in by East Grand Forks. That's going to just about do it. Nice period. Nicely done, Edina. They take a 3-0 lead into the first period intermission. Let's see if they announce shots. I had shots, my count, at 11 for Edina and 9 for East Grand Forks. So just a totally different story than yesterday. Spindler's looked spectacular. Saved all 9 shots he's faced. So with the break in the action, we're going to go back to trivia question of the day. I'm looking for Mike Seaman. So here's the trivia question of the day. Wait while he comes over here. The trivia question of the day is, most people know that East Grand Forks borders Grand Forks being on the North Dakota side. They're separated by the Red River, East Grand Forks on the Minnesota side. Grand Forks is the home of the University of North Dakota. The University of North Dakota has won 8 national championships in the sport of hockey. There's a whole bunch of supporters. They've got a great tradition. We're seeing Fighting Sioux jerseys coming from the East Grand Forks folks. So North Dakota's won 8 national champions. Can you name the 6 teams? There are 6 teams that have won at least 5. So that is the trivia question. Can you name these 6 teams that won at least 5? I'm going to hand the mic to Mike Seaman to see if he knows. He's shaking his head. He doesn't know. Any guesses there, Mike?
Well, I thought you were going to set me up with a Carson Wentz answer.
No, not a Carson Wentz.
Now we're going to go hockey. BU.
BU is one of them. They've won 5.
BC.
BC is one of them. They've won 5.
University of Minnesota, of course.
University of Minnesota has won 5.
University of Minnesota Duluth.
Not University of Minnesota Duluth. I think they've only won 3. You're missing 3. The 3 that you are missing are Wisconsin. Wisconsin has won 6. You're missing Denver University. Denver has won 8. And the leader in number of national championships, does anyone know it? It's the University of Michigan Wolverines. They've won 9. So that is your trivia question of the day. Thank you, Mike, for participating in it. Poke checked away here by Salmon. I need to change this and say that we're into the second period. I'll do that to the next stop. That was Spindler guiding it into the corner. Van Summeren chasing. Puck still loose. I'm sure that those coaches, that coaching staff from East Grand Forks are not messing around. They are intense dudes. Saw them in the lobby after the game yesterday. Saw them scouting us in the afternoon session yesterday. They are not calm guys, and that was a pass sent in by East Grand Forks. I'm sure they had some tough words for their players after that first period. As a player tried to take a shot at Keel, but Keel makes him miss. Sprague gets it out into the neutral zone. Here's East Grand Forks head-manning it nicely. That's what they do well in the neutral zone, is head-man it cross ice. There's Sprague pushing it forward again. We played 1 minute here in the second period. Sent in. That's going to be an automatic offsides, intentional offsides. Here, I'm going to update this for second period. Draw in the neutral zone. 5-on-5 hockey. White, Seaman, and Falk. Here's Seaman. Gets across the blue line, down that left side. He's stood up there, but still working hard, still moving his legs. Falk comes up with it. Falk evades a check. Evades a second check. Pushes it forward. Nicely done there by Harrison Falk. Poke check forward by Seaman. Seaman gets taken down. No call there. Now Seaman's got to be careful. Seaman's going to get a penalty. Just got a little bit too aggressive. Seaman's going to get a penalty on that second effort to take him and drive him into the ground. East Grand Forks goes on the power play. We need to be smart. Coaches didn't like that one either. Edina back on the penalty kill. This is Saber and Keel in the back. White and Sprague up top. Draw one cleanly by East Grand Forks. They get it out to their point man. This is where they want to set up. That's a good shot. Saved by Spindler. First shot I had of the second period. Nicely done there by Spindler. Only killed 6 seconds off the penalty. I'm going to redo it from the same spot. East Grand Forks wins that draw again. They're set up again, now down low. They go cross. Keel defending there. I actually did not hear that penalty. I thought they would have said roughing, but they may have said boarding. Oh, sent to one, hits the post, not in. I think Spindler got one save on that. And the player was on top of Spindler, continuing to push him into the ground. Spindler's got his arms up asking for a penalty there. He's not going to get one. Draw stays in the zone. East Grand Forks won that, but their pass back to the point gets by the player. White was looking to poke check it away. Here comes Sprague also on the penalty kill. Playing this aggressively, gets by East Grand Forks. It's not going to be an ice. I don't know why that wasn't an ice. It probably should have been an ice. I think coaches wanted that to be an ice. Poke checked away by White again. It's held in at the top. There's a one-time shot. That was saved. I don't know if that hit traffic or got all the way through to Spindler. This is a dangerous spot again. Shot save. That one got through. Here's Sprague. Good job of poke checking it away. Here goes Sprague. He's out of zone. Got a guy right on him. He gets across the red line. Nicely done. And now East Grand Forks is going to the box. East Grand Forks going to the box. Number 7 for a slash. Good call. I will say one thing about these refs. They do tend to make up the calls. So East Grand Forks gets a penalty for slashing. Both times they've been on the power play. It's led to penalties being assessed against them through our aggressive shorthanded play. That case, it was Sprague who worked through the neutral zone. He was just intently focused on getting to that red line, and then he sent it in, and the player was a step behind, slashed him. Referee's arm went up immediately. Good aggressive play there by Engel at the blue line, stopping that clearance pass. Now Salmon fighting. Oh, Engel got taken out. How did they not call that one? No, they did call it. They did call it. Another penalty on East Grand Forks. That was Engel coming back. He got hit hard. That leads to a cheer to the Edina faithful. It's going to be a 5-on-3 as soon as Seaman comes out of the box. This is some interesting developments. Seaman comes out of the box in 19 seconds. Then we're going to have close to over a minute. We're going to have a minute 19 at 2 men up, 5-on-3. That draw, just won by East Grand Forks right in front of Engel coming in. They are able to skate it out. It's 4-on-3 hockey right now. So that's a shot that goes wide. This 6 is a pretty good player for them. That puck is still loose. This is dangerous. Oh, he shot it wide again. Spindler's lost his stick. It's 4-on-3. It's about to be 5-on-3. It's 5-on-3 for Edina. There's plenty of space, and Seaman comes off and gets White out here. It's Roy. Roy calmly gets it across the line to White. White sends it down low. Let's set up here 5-on-3. This would be a key time to get a goal to advance the lead. Peterson down to Roy. We now have it set up. Roy to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's calling for that one. Fitzgerald shot goes wide. Off the back end. On White. Sick. White to Roy. Back to White to Roy. Fitzgerald trying to come in. Here's Peterson. A lot of space. There's 42 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Peterson down to Roy to Peterson. Shot. Oh, he's trying to find. Oh, held in there by Engel. Nicely done by him. Sends it down low. Roy. Oh, Roy was trying to find White. Nicely done by East Grand Forks. That was a really good clearance. No icing. There's down to 20 seconds left on the 2-man advantage for the Hornets. Headman it to Peterson. Peterson sends it low. White on giving chase. It's unfortunate we're not set up here. That's Peterson to White. White sends it over to Keel. Oh, the goalie just took the net off. Goalie and coming in laterally. Got a skate on the net, took the net off. That led to the whistle. Now East Grand Forks is upset that a penalty's not called. There's only 2 seconds left on the first penalty. Then after that, it's 25 seconds. See if we can get a quick shot off this draw. It's Salmon, Torin, Seaman, Keel, and Saber. 5-on-3. Only 2 seconds. That draw was won by East Grand Forks. Well done by East Grand Forks to kill that off. Keel to Salmon. Still have a 1-man advantage now for 15 seconds. Back to Keel. Keel shot. Looking for a tip there from Seaman. Goes wide. Good job of covering up by East Grand Forks. East Grand Forks, really good job on the penalty kill. They're down to only 3 seconds left. They kill off those 2. It's now 5-on-5 hockey. Salmon has it stolen from him. We need to be careful now. East Grand Forks is with the momentum, having killed off that penalty. Now the net came off again. The defender was sprinting to try to cover up Torin in front. He took off the far post, leading to a draw that stays in the East Grand Forks end. There's 11:39 left in the second. 11:39. Edina's up 3-0. I think I have shots this period at 2-0 in favor of Edina. I'm not sure that we got a shot on net the entire a sequence of having 2 men advantage. If I were to rewatch it, maybe I'd see 1 or 2, but I don't think we did. There's Peterson. We had some that we were looking for tips and never got on net. Peterson battling down on those near boards. Oh, Sprague steals it on the clearance attempt. There they go again, cross ice in the neutral zone. We're bottling that up much better than we did yesterday. There's White. Here comes East Grand Forks, Engel defending. Centering pass, gets through everyone. Good job by Fitzgerald tying up his man. White back to Peterson. Peterson pushed it forward to White. White anticipating where the defender was going to go. Steps in front of him, then Peterson gives a shove down there too. The puck is caught in people's skates. Still battling on Peterson and White. Still battling there. Oh, then finally the referee blew his whistle. Usually he'll let just those guys keep pushing at it. Gonna get some fresh skaters up top. Joining Saber and Finn. This is Salmon and Falk with Seaman. Finn shot, hits traffic. Good job by East Grand Forks to get in front of that one. They go back the other side. This 11's a good player for them. 6 is a good player for them. Some of their best players are back. That was 6 who had it stolen off his stick. Here's 11 skating through the neutral zone. He goes wide. Finn. Oh, good job by Finn, knocking the player off the puck and doing so in a legal way. Finn tried to clear it. His own player stays in. This is dangerous. That's a shot save there by Spindler. Poked out by Falk. 2-on-1 with Seaman. Oh, tried to get it to Seaman. Nice defensive play. Then 2 players collide in the open ice. That was sent wide. Finn's got a guy on him. I think the net came off again. These nets are not secured very well. East Grand Forks coaches are yelling at the refs. Edina coaches are yelling at the refs. Edina parents have been relatively quiet this period. 9:46 left in the second. I've got shots only at 3-0 in favor of East Grand Forks. I don't have us recording a shot yet this period that made it all the way through. Keel. Sorry, I almost said Matushak. Torin, that was another shot. Blocker save there by Spindler. Held in by East Grand Forks. Keel. Sent up top. This is going to be dangerous. He walks across, takes another shot. Saved by Spindler. They've been generating shots here in the last couple minutes. 9:21 left in the second. We will no doubt get a resurfacing after this. Off that draw, controlled by East Grand Forks. I do think they've been winning most of these faceoffs, especially the ones in our own end. Got to tighten that up. Here comes this centering pass. Good job of Van Summeren covering his guy in front. Torrance sends it back to White. There's White. Oh, good move there by White. Van Summeren. White. Tries to get it to Roy. Roy pushes it forward. Now Torrance going to apply the pressure. Sent out by East Grand Forks. Van Summeren to Peterson. Peterson sends it down low, gets fresh skaters out there. Sent far side. Nice job of Engel covering up the guy in front. This is a dangerous play. They're still loose. Save there by Spindler again. Good bad save. Gets the rebound to Fitzgerald. And Sprague chips it past the defender. This is Engel back with it. Gets across the red line, but Peterson had not cleared the zone yet. It's going to be an intentional offsides leading to a draw right at the neutral zone, right at center ice. Seaman, White, and Falk come out. The 2 centers are White. I think I know who the other one is. This is Engel getting across the blue line. Engel sends it cross ice to White. Sent back looking for Seaman. Seaman sends it low. That's Falk battling down low. Held in. This is dangerous for Edina. That was White who was looking for Falk. Falk pushes it down low. We're content to make it go all the way down. We're coming up on the 7:30 remaining in this period. Pinch there from Engel. East Grand Forks able to clear. Now White takes it off the player's stick in the neutral zone, evades another defender. Now he gets a shot that goes wide from just across the red line. East Grand Forks gets a change. They're trying to spring players. This is a way to increase offense. Now they send it in. Engel's got a guy right on him. Stolen from him. Centering pass. Nicely done there by Saber. Salmon battling down low. Goes out to the point. Saber puts on the brakes. Sends it back to Engel. Engel's been caught on a long change. He's going to be looking to get a change. Now here's Engel. Gets across the red line. He goes in and gets a change. Still no shot that I have recorded for Edina this period. Kicked forward. Bodie's in a foot race. He's going to be there first. Finn sends it behind the net. Now Roy's in a foot race. Held in there by East Grand Forks. We're down to 6:27 left in the second period. Saber uses the boards. Salmon uses the glass, but not out. This is dangerous. Coming back the other way for East Grand Forks. Oh, that shot also hit the pipe. That's the second time they've hit the post this period. That one glanced off. It wasn't a hard off the post. Here comes East Grand Forks. Bodie tried to stand him up at the blue line. Centering pass hits traffic. Edina's got to get some momentum back here. It's been in their end this last 5 or 6 minutes of game time. Torin gets it out. Gets a change. East Grand Forks headmans it. There's Bodie defending along with Saber. Still dangerous, still loose. That was pushed towards the net. Spindler held on. Got that at the 7th shot of the period for East Grand Forks. I still have not recorded one for Edina. Draw to the left of Spindler. 5:36 left in the period. Score remains 3-0. White to Keel. Now White's battling on those sideboards. Keel as well. Sent to the point. Sprague used that long reach to poke it forward. Here comes Peterson. Peterson, one-on-one. Peterson, good job at turning, trying to get a shot towards the net. Sprague also applying pressure. Sent out nicely by East Grand Forks again, where they loft it to avoid the icing. Van Summer's pass doesn't connect. Still loose with it. Eventually Sprague gets it on his stick. We're under 5 minutes remaining in this period. Sprague headmans it to Peterson. Here's Peterson. Peterson gets hauled down, not called there. East Grand Forks back the other way. East Grand Forks. Good job by Van Summer, poke checking it off the stick. Sent in, that's offside. Should be an ice at the center ice. That's where it's going to be. 4:39 left. Story of this period is we've been playing on our heels much of it. Still haven't given up the equalizer. By my unofficial count, I think East Grand Forks has hit the post twice. Draw one cleanly by Salmon back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald tried to find Seaman. Seaman is on it, sends it all the way in. Falk gives chase. Breakout by East Grand Forks across the red line. Now they're possessing it more, coming into the zone. That was a shot, stick saved by Spindler. Engel gets it to Salmon. Back to Falk. There's the Salmon, sent towards the net. That's a shot on goal. Puck's still loose. Oh, the player for East Grand Forks sprinted as that puck was loose in the crease. This goalie has continued to look shaky for East Grand Forks. He's faced 12 shots, according to my count, given up 3 goals. Spindler, on the other hand, has faced 17 shots, according to my count, and given up 0 goals. This is Salmon. Salmon off that draw. Stops behind the net, then he takes a hit. This is 6, one of their better players. He sends it in, nicely defended there by Finn. See if Seaman gets by his guy. Seaman had the puck in his skates, still moving forward. Salmon gets stood up, no call there. Here comes Saber. Saber's got a guy right on him. Icing waved off. Saber. Saber getting held, no call there either. Out to the point, cross to the other point. Torin defending. Still loose. That shot hit traffic. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Finn just wisely ices it down. We needed a fresh set of skaters. Gonna allow us to get the change. At least we're gonna do that on the defenders. White Roy and Torin up front. That was White on the draw, shot, save, glove down on the rebound. It's a crashing East Grand Forks player. Spindy held on. White's gonna do it again on the draw. Player takes it forward. Another save by Spindler. That one was dangerous. There's Keel. Keel back to Van Sumeren. Pushes forward to White. Good job there by Torn to hold his ground in the neutral zone. Puck still loose. Players are battling. Now East Grand Forks comes in, up with it. They send it in. Here's Keel. Keel avoids a check momentarily. We're down to 2:27 left in the period. Oh, that could have been a slashing there. Not called on East Grand Forks. Here comes Torin across the blue line. Torin's got a guy on him, gets by him. And then the second player picks off the puck. Rung around. You can tell that East Grand Forks is trying to get a goal here. This is a dangerous position here. Oh, he was falling. He got lucky. That was a 2-on-1. I don't know if the player, he realized it was 2-on-1, but the player was falling. I think it was caught towards the end of his shift. It's sent in offsides. Spindler has looked so good. Engel just gave him a fist bump. Draw here at the neutral zone. We're 1:58 left in the second period. I'll just show you the scoreboard. This is the nice rink. You can see all these state tournament championships that I've won, that have been won. I showed those the other day. That's Salmon battling here, along with Peterson and Sprague. Sent up and out. It puts on the brakes, but I was saying the East Grand Forks is clearly pressing towards trying to get a goal before the break and go into the locker room with some momentum. It's really important that we do not let them do that. We gave up goals in the final minute. I feel like yesterday this puck is still loose. And they do score, right as I said that. That's number 9 for them that scores. There were just too many guys to cover in front. That was the defender, I think, who snuck in from or someone from the top of the circles or the blue line that put that one past Spindler. Give back one of the 3-goal lead. 1:26 left here in the second period. I've got shots this period 11-1. We have played much of this period on our heels. That's what happens. Eventually one of those shots is going to go in when you play that much defensively. Sent in by East Grand Forks. We have to make sure we don't give up another one. That was close. That one hit traffic. Finn was able to get in front of that one. That's a shot from the point. Spindler's in front of that. He holds on, doesn't give up a rebound. Draw stays in the Edina zone. 1:10 left in the period. White on the draw again. Push forward. This is Finn. Finn gets it to Seaman. Seaman pushing it forward. Held there by East Grand Forks. Good job defensively. It's going to be a penalty on Edina. I think they're going to get Finn for a hook. Penalty on Edina coming up here. Oh, then another goal. tipped in. We desperately need to get to the locker room. It is 3-2 now. I think they're calling a penalty as well. I think we're gonna go down a man with 40 seconds left in the period. Referee's arm was up. That delayed penalty. They forgot about it or just letting it go? I always thought even on a delayed penalty, it was still the player goes to the box. Maybe that's just misapplied. Maybe I didn't understand that. But it is 5-on-5 hockey. It's 3-2 in favor of Edina. But clearly, East Grand Forks has been the better team this period. Keel trying to hold up. This is a dangerous play coming back the other way. There's Van Summeren. Poke checks away. Centering pass. Still dangerous. Sprague comes up with it. Held in there. Down to 14 seconds in the period. So the euphoria of the first period wore off as that second period came on. Down to final 5 seconds. That shot goes wide. Buzzer's gonna ring. Going to the locker room. Still up a goal. That's the positive. The not so positive thing is we were outshot, according to my count, 13-1 that period. 13-1, so that's a 2-period total of 22 for East Grand Forks. 2-period total of 12 for us. We go to the locker room with a 3-2 lead, and we need to sketch up something to regain the momentum here in the third period. We will talk to you in about 10.